The full moon rises on another episode of Werewolf Gaming, and it's October! Happy Halloween month! Cause let's be honest, the entire month of October is Halloween now. And I love it. Pumpkin spice chai in one hand, apple pie in the other, and the only time where it's socially acceptable for me to geek out about werewolves. Not that I let the rest of the year stop me, obviously. So what's in store for us this month? Well, a good friend of mine gifted me a game on Steam I'd never heard of. And after playing it, I knew I had to show you guys so you could have fun too. This is Beast Mode, Night of the Werewolf. Greenlit on Steam and officially released June 22nd, 2017, Beast Mode is... well, it's a gem. One of the goofiest beat-em-ups you'll ever see, where you're a werewolf running around killing dang hippies, fighting for a spot on the leaderboard while running through a handful of wacky settings from the forest, the desert, and even the moon. How do you breathe up there? Werewolf power, probably. It's by no means a masterpiece of the video game medium, but it's goofy and entertaining, like a B-movie is to cinema. What's a B-movie for those unfamiliar? Well, it's a low-budget movie that's not an art house film, meaning that it's made for a commercial audience and not for the artistic merits of film as a whole. In the early days of cinema, they were double features, where you saw two movies for the price of one. The first one was the movie that most people came to see, the A movie, while the second was a lower budget add-on, the B movie. While double features are mostly a thing of the past, the B movie lives on, especially in the sci-fi and horror genres, and some actors spent their entire careers in B movies, like Bela Lugosi and his famous role as Universal's Dracula. But this ain't no vampire review. This is Werewolf Gaming. And there's plenty of werewolf B-movies for you to gorge on this October if that's your thing. And I, for one, love a good cheesy horror movie once in a while myself. So consider this your Lorekeeper recommendations for werewolf B-movies. My first recommendation goes to the movie with the best name ever, Werewolves on Wheels. The synopsis is that a gang of rowdy bikers get a curse placed on them by devil worshippers, turning them into werewolves. Contrary to the title though, there's only two werewolves, and only one of them ever gets on a motorcycle. But when that scene does come, it's awesome. Definitely something for the werewolf lover to watch at least once for some revved up fun. Next up, what's a werewolf B-movie list without the worst werewolf movie of all time? Simply titled Werewolf, this 1996 movie is also known colloquially as Arizona Werewolf, since the protagonists find the skeleton of a werewolf in the Arizona desert, and through being really dumb, get infected. Now, I would not recommend watching this on its own merits, but luckily, you don't have to. Mystery Science Theater 3000, a satirical show that lambasts old horror movies, did an episode on this film that I highly recommend for some great laughs that will leave you howling in your seat. Of course, I saved the best for last. Or rather, the uncanny for last. For if you thought the idea of werewolves chasing hippies was a novel concept thought up for Beast Mode, well, I've got news for you. The Werewolf of Woodstock is a film from 1975 about a farmer who lives in Woodstock, getting angry at the hippies trashing his land. But during a freak thunderstorm, he gets struck by lightning and changed into a werewolf to terrorize the darn kids on his lawn. Whether or not it's coincidence or if this movie was inspiration for the game, I'm unsure. But if you have to agree, it's worth a look just for the premise alone. Movies and video games alike don't have to be artful to be fun, and Beast Mode proves just that by being simple, straightforward mayhem. You can find it in the Steam store for only a few bucks, maybe even less if it's in a Halloween-themed bundle. So if you want to have a howling good Hallows Eve, you know where to look. Thanks for joining me on another episode of Werewolf Gaming, and join me next month for a culture shock. And I'll see you when the next moon rises.
Yo, we're the Zone Runners, and this time we're at Pumpkin Hill. You ain't ready.
I ain't gonna let it get to me. I'm just gonna creep down in Pumpkin Hill. I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here. I can sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I'm gonna hold my head cause I have no fear. Probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory, but a ghost tried to approach me and got leery.
Asked him a question and he vanished in a second. I'm walking through valleys, crying pumpkins in the alleys. It didn't seem happy, but they sure tried to get me. Had to back him up with a fist, metal crackling. I'm hearing someone saying, use a chicken, don't be scared. It had to be the wind, cause nobody wasn't there. I searched and I searched as I climbed up the wall, and then I started to fly, I went in deeper.
Let it get to me, I'm just gonna creep down in Pumpkin Hill. I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's it, I can sense it in my feet.